Okay. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all subscribing. It's great. Yeah, look, I've wanted to do this video for some time now, and I just couldn't work out, how to do it. And then I just thought I'll just be honest and give you my experience over the last, say, 5 or 6 years on what clothing is useful and what clothing you love you're going to have to leave at home. I'm sorry, like a short like this, unless I carry it in my bag to put on later. It's no friend of the outdoors, cotton is. If you're hiking, that is. If you're just jumping out of a car and you're doing car camping, it doesn't really matter. But if you've got hiking to do and you want to do a bit of exploring and find some new spots, then these are the clothes that got me through it. Anyway, so there's all variations, different colours, any way you want. But there was a few things that I thought I want to spend the money on and make sure. So there's one, okay, me boots. Let's just talk about boots. Gore-Tex, waterproof. It's what you need out there. Your favourite comfortable runners, your Snickers or whatever you call them, sneakers, they're not going to cut her out there because your feet will get wet. Cotton socks ain't going to cut her out there. You need socks that will breathe, and it will dry out by themselves, or with a little help from a campfire. Yeah. So okay, so I'll start off with just saying this piece of kit always comes with me. It's a good rain jacket. I didn't mind spending I think it was about €90, because I knew the brand Berghaus, it's already tried and tested by many wild campers, so I knew that was good. And that's it's coming up to 6 years old. It's got a few spark burns in it from the fire and so on, but it still functions. And with me, if my camping equipment functions and works well, I stick with it. I'm not one of these guys to buy out loads of gear, loads of fancy stuff and never use it. Every single piece of my equipment gets down and dirty with me all the time. So that's one thing I would say to go out. It's Ireland, a rain jacket. Okay, so I kind of broke these up into a section. So when I'm going out in the summer, I have these trousers, or a version of these, with zips, so I can turn them into shorts if I want to expose my whitest legs in Ireland in the public. But they're a pair of trousers. The things about trousers like these is that they're Corrimor. They were only, I think 2 of them are 60 quid. I buy 2 of them every other year. The thing about them is when they get wet, they dry fast. They'll dry in your body, so those type of trousers, or rain trousers as well. Okay, so get a lightweight pair. They'll dry off. You get wet, and then the sun comes out. You're walking around. Your clothes are dry again. That will not happen with cotton. That will not happen with denim. It will not happen with combat material and so on. So the only thing I bring out in the summer is, if I'm going on a one-nighter, my socks. That one there. Now I'm talking summer in Ireland, which would be about, about 7 to 14 degrees at night. So set up to 7 to maybe 12 degrees at night, and during the day then 20 to 30 degrees, as we've seen recently. So these would be my summer treads, say for one night. Socks, trousers, top, a second layer, breathable. All of these are breathable. Like, honestly as well, you don't have to spend a fortune. I mean, you're not going to a fashion show out there. So I bought 2 of these for a tenner. I lost one of them, and this is the second one. Or sorry, 2 of them for 20. They're Trespass. You know that brand. Yeah, you know what I mean. 2 of these lasted me about four years, or even longer. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. So that's that layer. This is another breathable layer. Yeah, that kind of magic synthetic material. It's like witchcraft. But anyways, these rub off each other if they get wet, because you've got sweat to get rid of. So these rub your sweat off each other then, and they dry it out, you know, especially if you're out airing it as well, and they'll dry on your body, unless it's really, really wet and you're soaking wet, you know. But they are capable of drying out. That's the point I want to make, that cotton doesn't. Okay, so that would be my summer kit. And then this jacket, this is my second one of these. I lost one. It just fell out of my bag on the train, and I lost it. I lost another Solomon top as well. I used to have like that. I lost that climbing out of a place in the mountains of Mourne, and I lost it. I'd still have it otherwise. That was a bit cheaper. It was about 30. The Solomon was about 70 anyway. But look, that's it. Look, socks, trousers, breathable short, t-shirt, breathable sweatshirt, long sleeve to take care of the midges as well, and then a jacket like this, and that'll keep you warm then at night, you know, because it does get a little bit frosty at night, and a little bit cold even during the summer, you know. You wouldn't be standing out in your t-shirt. So I like this because it's cold inside, it keeps me cool as well. And then, like, a lot of times if you're in the woodlands and stuff, you have to wear a second layer because the midges are all over the place. So I would rather on this layer because it's cold, you know, it keeps me cool, rather than that layer there. The thing I will say about clothing, okay, for me it's the most important thing about the outdoors. Forget about all your gadgets, forget about all your equipment and so on, and your fancy stuff and stuff. Your clothing is where to spend the money on, and your boots. Because if you do find yourself in a survival situation and it's raining and it's cold, a day will do you getting wet and hypothermia setting in. So that's why I've always said it from the start, that your clothes are the best gadgets you can ever have, and think of them as gadgets. They braid, they wick off water, they stop you from getting wet. So keep that in mind, okay? So that's kind of something I hold dear to myself, because I know it, and I've proved it to myself many times. There was an occasion I had to hike up a hill to get beer. Anyway, when I hiked up, I just had this jacket, this top, and a pair of trousers on. Fucking lashed rain, trousers got wet. This kept me dry, but I still was very sweaty inside, my arms and everything. Still sweaty around the back because the humidity then as well. So anyways, got to the top, got me beers, I stopped. I had to hike in under a tree. Walked down about another 20 minutes, opened the jacket, aired everything, and everything was nearly bone dry. The trousers still took another little bit, but this top was bone dry. Cotton would stay wet and keep you cold all the time. So that's why I say the breathable equipment will wick away the sweat and the damp that will get into your clothes, and then will bring on hypothermia. Okay, so I sounded very serious there, didn't I? But anyways, I just want to give good advice on this channel. I don't want to be sending people out unprepared, because probably people ask, oh, what should I worry about? The worst thing that will hurt you out there camping is the weather. It is. It's the weather. It's the rain. Even sunstroke will fuck you up really bad. So clothes are important. Okay, so that's me summer clothes. I want to go on to so this is always the only change up I make then, right? All of these layers will be with me. Doesn't matter which ones they are, but they're layers. Top layers, 1, 2, 3, 4. They will always be with me in summer. I might bring an extra fleece if it's getting late summer, really lightweight, an extra fleece. That might come into the equation, okay? And then my only change up for winter is, see these are trespass, yeah, long johns and the top. This cost €20 in a set about 4 years ago, and I haven't needed another one. However, if I go out in winter, I bring extra ones. This is a Mountain Warehouse one. It cost €10. €10. That's one of the warmest one of those I have. So if I'm wearing 2 of those, yeah, and I move that over to my other 1, 2, 3, unless it's raining, but there's 5 layers. That's it for me for winter. And I wear them in the sleeping bag with the hood up. And this is another one I got, a skiing top. I got this in Aldi. I think it was $8.99. Right, but you see it's ribbed and breathable. You can see through it. Yeah, so it has all those little air pockets that let out the water. So, but it felt a bit like a fucking straight jacket on me, so I didn't really wear that one. But for winter, and then gloves. I don't wear gloves much, but this is just a light pair if we're sitting out and it's still cold. Yeah, so it's just a light pair. I bring some snods, one for the neck, and then one for the head, and that covers my ears. So basically only, and if I want to pull this neck up, I've just got my eyes sticking out. Yeah, so we were out in February, myself and a pal, and I knew it was cold that night sitting around the fire, because it's the first time in Ireland I took my sleeping bag out of my tent and wrapped it around my back, because the wind factors, I don't know what to wear, but I thought it was -1 or 2, but my pal then told me later on that it was actually -5 that night. So if it's -5, then the wind factors they were cutting through us anyway. It's the only night in many, many nights out that I've ever had to go to a campfire and bring my sleeping bag with me and wrap it around me for warmth while we were waiting for food to cook. Yeah, so these things, I just want to bang it home to you guys. Your clothing's the most important gadget or equipment you can have. Good boots, good clothes, stay dry, stay warm, stay happy. So look, I'll leave it at that. I'm going to be doing a lot of winter wild camps this year. Like autumn is beautiful. The scenery in Ireland in autumn is, I always think it's the best. But winter is also just sort of dramatic about it. So I want to get out with my camera and just get some good photos. So look, thanks for watching everybody. I appreciate all the likes and the views and the comments, and I'll be out next weekend. That should be the next video, and I hope this helps. Yeah, okay, see you on the next one. Ciao for now, bye bye.